Bronco Nation, and the Canyon Toyota Victory.
Welcome into the Set Your Lineup podcast. This is DJ Ellen Boy, aka Gino. Next to me, I got who?
This your boy Clutch, aka Domino, cause I always deliver.
Yo, this is D, actually known as DSPN.
What up, everybody? This is Triggerman Joe from Montgomery, aka The Gump, and you're tuning into Set Your Lineup.
What's up? This is Unpredictable. The reason why they call me Unpredictable, because I'm not predictable. And anything goes that comes out of my mouth, so be ready for everything.
That might be the only truth you hear today from that gentleman. How was your week, fellas? We're on episode 2. How was your weeks?
Good, man. Good. Can't complain. Still here on Earth, so that's the main thing.
Yes, sir.
If you're checking in this week and you checked in last week, we appreciate it. Y'all did do your thing last week. Subscribing and the views, and we took over some little show that was right there. We already jumped them. So just continue to like, subscribe, share, and enjoy the pod. We got a lot of amazing things coming in the future as we grow. Pause.
So how was your week? You asked about our week. How was your week? You must make some money this week or something.
Yeah. Yesterday was March 23rd. I am from the Gump too, and yesterday was March 23rd, a day we celebrate Ridgecrest. And I had a wedding to DJ yesterday, and they represented, so it was a good week, and I needed that pocket change. I needed that pocket change because I'm gonna hook up with DSPN, man. He gonna show me how to turn that little money into something else.
Okay.
That's good. Everybody had a good week, and I'm glad that Clutch and Trigger Man didn't make the video cut yet on the new thing that's coming out in Atlanta in 1995 and 1996.
Freak Nick.
Oh, I never had the urge to go.
Boy,
I never went. It's never.
You're supposed to say that. Never incriminate yourself.
I'm talking about for real though. I spring break down Daytona. I've done none of that. I'm just a different cat. I don't really do what everybody else do. So I blaze my own trail. I'm a trendsetter, not a trend follower.
It's cool. His wife in the room. It's all right.
Oh no, she ain't here.
Hey, maybe because he was 40 years old and 88 when the Freak started.
Whatever.
I love it. Hey, y'all know what time it is? It's NCAA time, bracket time. Anybody did the brackets?
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah, I did some brackets.
I think we all did brackets.
Everybody done
they
tore
all
up some brackets.
bombed the first day.
Yeah,
like a torpedo.
And mine is actually good, and one that I'm in, I just got my cousin, which is a female. I just told her pick. That's the only way I knew I was gonna win.
And LSU ain't in it, so that made my bracket good. Shout out to Alabama game day for some of our schools. Shout out to people that Alabama football fans in North Carolina and Duke and Kentucky and Kansas basketball fans. Do y'all think that's crazy?
What?
They have a different. Y'all wanted? Yeah. They have a different basketball team than you do football team.
Oh no, I got all my teams different.
I mean, you like what you like. Like I tell you, like Joe always say, man, shoot, only 4 teams came on TV back then. So they had to like different. They had to like different different teams. They can't root for everybody.
Right.
Hey, you gonna get off Trigger Man now. Get off Trigger Man.
Well, you play
Astros baseball.
That's all we saw on TV. That's the only baseball game before they started juicing.
Oh yeah, I forgot you from that. I forgot you from over there.
Yeah, my mama had the TV. We was the only people with 3 channels.
Shout out to the Saints fans because Lil Wayne said all the Saints fans were Cowboy fans until they won the Super Bowl. But
Lil Wayne don't know what he talking about.
and
we was juvenile fans before we was Lil Wayne fans.
A Green Bay Packer fan, A-Rod fan.
That's why I say I think he was just trying to make himself feel better by saying everybody else did it too.
He a fan of Skip Bayless. We took his New Orleans call.
We love Skip Bayless. We love everybody. We love Skip Bayless. We love all other sports. Because when Skip Bayless invite Unpredictable to be on there, I think he gonna go.
There you go. Just let him know I ain't Shannon Sharp. Skip. By the third skip, I'm gonna be skipping. I'm gonna jump.
So what y'all think about we're not a Cinderella team, Oakland now.
Hey, I'm gonna put it like this. I see a lot of people calling for Coach Calipari's job.
And they should.
I ain't gonna go that far because I mean he's a great coach. Let me not take anything from him. I mean, he made UMass a program that are Final Four contending now. He made what it was Memphis, their Final Four contending. In Kentucky, he is 32-11 in the tournament. Just the last 5 years, he's 1-4. He's had superstar teams, and he's only produced 1 championship that came from a star-studded 7 NBA players roster. But you can't call for his job. But I do think he got to change some things. That average 19, his average of having a 19-year-old on his team, hey, that ain't working for you. And he talking about, well, maybe he need to add some veterans. He done did that. I think you just need to watch some film and know that, hey, Oakland got a guy that is only taking 8 2-pointers, and he only lives behind the arc, and he shoots the Spalding off the ball. That's simple.
Yeah, it didn't work too good for him in the second half yesterday, but I know what you're saying. He's a trigger man.
If you get rid of Calipari, who you gonna go out and get that's better than him? So how you gonna dismiss everything that he's brought to the program, and not just the program, but to college basketball? All these blue chip recruits come in there, and it's hard to make these guys mesh and play together and be unselfish in order to have a shot at winning a championship. So, hey man, it's just one of them things. It's just a little drought season.
How long has he been in Kentucky?
Probably about 14 years now.
Easily, yeah. I don't know the exact years.
He was there when John Wall and Cousins was there at least.
DeMarcus Cousins. Yeah. Facts.
But shoot, all this NIL money that's going around, I know you can get these players to stay 1 more year.
Big Blue Nation.
Because the Kentucky players, I don't see none of them that's finna go straight into the league and make an impact. So I'm sure they can stay 1 more year. Y'all better tell the donors and sponsors, hey, open up your pocketbooks. Y'all want to see the school produce. Hey, we need to keep them 1 more year.
I think it's hard. I know Jay Wright, he was on television saying it, but it's experience. when you have experience over youth, you got to think 18 years old. Everybody think you the best thing since sliced bread. You got this 22-year-old grown body, more physical, understand the game, more knowledge, not relying on athleticism. But he said it's hard to win with 18-year-olds when they have these seniors that's out there. They played over 100 games, so they've been there, done that. So the game is changed a lot, and
So
it's hard to keep those young people out the NBA because they want their second contract, and the longer they're in college, the longer for that second big contract.
So like you said, the NIL is here, and so is the transfer portal.
Mm-hmm.
Portal. You should be able to
get it right.
You should go that route.
Yeah,
Let somebody else season up the players, and then you could take it. You just go pick what you want.
I kind of disagree with what Sim said, about the 19-year-olds or whatnot, because it boils down, if you're asking me, to the coach. Preparation and execution. It shouldn't matter if they're 19 or 25. If you prepare right and you execute.
People rely too much on analytics instead of old school X's and O's.
Well, I think the problem, I think Sims is on it. I agree with Sims. Big bloods, blue bloods, or whatever you call these major conferences and stuff. Most of them kids, the best kids are one and done, and they got eyes set on the NBA. So it's hard to get continuity and cohesion and working together as a unit. Then you have these little small schools like Creighton and Manhattan, so on and so forth, and they done played together 2-3 years. They got a lot of games up under their belt. They trust each other. So,
in the right spots.
Yeah, chemistry plays a major role, and then if you got guard play is what dominates March Madness or whatnot. Just like Purdue, they got this dude is 7'4",
Zach
300
Edey.
pounds. Zach Edey, thank you, because I didn't know what his name was. But they lost to a 16 seed last year. So we never thought a 16 seed would beat a 1. Like Kevin Garnett said, anything's possible.
So
I bet them boys prepared and executed the game plan.
Yeah, Purdue does that
all this year because they got bounced last year. I don't even know.
Yeah, we're gonna check in on who you predicted to win it all, because I got Purdue going far, even though they Purdue every year. But
I'm gonna check. We gonna check in and see who you pick too. How you gonna check me as other people on the roster? You go check me.
You know who? You know who I picked to win it all.
Sucker.
I hope not Bama.
Sucker MC. You're sucker MC.
I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, baby. Give a piss about nothing but blitz, Bama, blitz, baby. Blitz, Bama, blitz.
But you know what, Clutch? Having two sons, 118 and 121. You can see where at 21, I forgot my oldest one, but the blood test just came in, so it's still hard trying to claim him like that.
Okay.
But talking to them about basketball, that 18-year-old, it goes through one ear, come out the other. I could say, hey, do ABC. He's relying more on athleticism. The 21-year-old has more experience, so he's more willing to be coached a little bit more. So, and when I'm looking at college, I'm looking at the 22-year-old who knows that this is it. I'm not going pro. So now I'm not trying to be a ball hog. I'm not trying to be an individual. I'm not getting no NIL money. So I'm playing for the love. So 20 years from now, I can show my kids and grandkids and have that story. Whereas the young man is supposed to go first round. This is just a stopgate, so to speak. He's just here because he has to be. And then he's going on. So a lot of these kids do the Marshawn Lynch. I'm just here so they won't get fined. Other than that, they would be in the NBA right now. So they really don't have the love for it.
Mm.
And the touch on something Joe said about how certain smaller schools, how they play together 3 and 4 years. I agree with that because we watch high school football programs like Prattville back in the day, Hoover and the smaller big schools, like really 6A, but only one school in the town. Them boys play together when they're in Pee Wee, and then they go to middle school. All of them go to the same middle school, then all of them go to the same high school. So they locked and loaded, and they have a camaraderie and they know, they know who quarterback, and ain't nobody arguing over this. The boy been passing the ball to the same his same teammate for 10 years already. So I do agree with what you were saying. So we're gonna get some Final Four predictions. Anybody want to go first?
Oh yeah, I don't mind going first. I don't mind going first. All right, I got. I'm going to take UConn, Houston, Tar Heels, and Creighton in the Final Four, and I got UConn over Houston for the title.
Okay. Do anybody have anything against his Final Four? Do y'all have some concerns about his Final Four?
Hey, I've been telling y'all, Terrence Shannon Jr. got something to say when he faced UConn. He's sending them to the house.
Ooh.
That's the cat from Illinois, right?
That's the cat from Illinois. He's sending
He
them
can't
to
do
the
it by
house.
himself. He can't
Hey.
do it by himself.
Well,
The only thing-
they better put all 5 players on him.
The only thing I have against what he said, UConn won it last year. When the last time somebody won back-to-back championship in college?
Florida. Long time ago.
Wow, that's the last time somebody won back-to-back?
That was wasn't that Joakim Noah?
Joakim Noah them.
Joakim Noah, Al Horford, all them.
Yeah, 2007.
Wow.
And they came back.
But they all came back.
That what scared me. But listen to the pod will make you think certain ways, because I was filling out my bracket and I just kept hearing DSPN talk about that young kid from Illinois, and I think I got them a little far because I just heard his voice.
Heard his voice.
Yeah.
Well, I got my Final Four is Illinois, North Carolina, Houston, and Tennessee. And I got North Carolina winning it all.
Tennessee don't have enough offense. They excellent with defense. They let Texas creep back up in the game last night and almost got locked up, but they got away.
Tennessee kind of remind me of what was that movie with Samuel Jackson, Coach Carter? Shoot, we gonna run. We just gonna run. Play defense and we gonna run.
Oh, I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Since you got it, you want me to take it?
I got North Carolina. I have UConn. For some reason, I like Gonzaga. Whew. And I'm gonna go with Duke. So I'm gonna stick with the Blue Bloods. And an upset pick, which is not an upset for me, I got Grand Canyon. It won't be close. Y'all about to lose some online school. I ain't know Grand Canyon had a campus.
Who Grand Canyon play? Who they
Alabama.
Play? He's trash, and you know it. And every time you bring him up, I'm gonna let the world know exactly what he is.
Hot garbage. That's what Bama is.
Hey, I'm a Bama fan, but Grand Canyon got a shot though, man. Bama don't play no defense. They got great offense.
If y'all listen to
got limited resources, they are online school. They can pull from anywhere.
If y'all listen to the pod last week and y'all let the man sit up here and tell you he a real Bama fan, when he was trashing all the NFL Bama players, he I don't know.
All of them hot garbage.
You didn't want to go down that road with me because I already unloaded.
No, we got a long summer to talk about that.
We got a long summer.
We gonna never say Julio Jones was your best defensive end. I've been saying that.
My Final Four pick, I got UConn make it to the Final Four, Houston make it to the Final Four, Purdue, and Arizona. And I got Purdue winning over Arizona in the championship. All because Purdue lost to a 16 seed last year. They're going to be hoisting the trophy with a big center being the main guy when it normally is a guard-dominated. It is a guard-dominated tournament. So that's what I'm going with. With all these upsets, everything gonna balance, and then the Blue Bloods are gonna soak in, take in, and
Purdue.
Just so you know, UConn is a center-dominated team as well. Like they got some guard play, But they got a center that's leading a pack. Klingen, something like that. His name Klingen, but he leading the pack down there for UConn.
They play real fast. I watched them a little bit the other night.
Klingen.
Yeah, so
What the?
We call that chalk, Joe. That was your final four sound like chalk.
It's chalk. Yeah. With exception of Arizona, I think they're number 2 seed, if I'm not mistaken. Like I just said, we've been having all these upsets and almost Cinderellas putting on their shoes and this and that. It's going to eventually settle in, and the talent going to take over. Hype.
Yeah, that's always the
falling. No rebound, no ring.
Yeah, it's hard to argue chalk. So what you got unpredictable? That sounds like a scribble name. That used to be. No, go ahead, cuz.
Yeah, that's when I was in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
How you think we produced you?
It's on.
Can we get the final four?
It's on you, DJ. It's
I
on you,
gave my
Gino.
final.
Oh, he already gave his.
Oh, he did. Oh, it's me.
Yeah,
It's on you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said except for Grand Canyon today.
Oh yeah. Okay. I got Hurst. I got UConn. I got Arizona. And I got
the 3-3.
And I got Tennessee. I got Tennessee beating UConn in the national championship.
What? Hey, you better get DSPN in your ear and tell you not to make that bet. I tell you that.
Speaking of Tennessee, the SEC was terrible in this
trash.
Oh,
and you had just gave a shout out to War Eagle Nation, and they go and lay an egg like that. I'm like, wow! I watched that game. I said, these boys, they kept staying close.
Hot garbage.
Don't pull away from them.
Man, it's hard when you're a football school. Florida just that year when they won, if I can recall, a lot of those players, Joakim Noah, they really wasn't as highly recruited as we thought. They just actually, based on the rankings, they excelled from what they were. But it's hard to win when you're a football school.
Alabama.
Who was the most outstanding player on that team for the tournament?
It was a guard.
It was a small forward. I can't think of his name. He was slim.
Was it Bill? No, Bill.
No, he wasn't on that team. Man, he was about that 6'8" forward. I could picture his face. I just don't remember his name.
Oh, the one jumping out the gym. Yeah.
Jumped out the gym, but couldn't shoot in the gym.
Oh, I got the
Yeah. If you remember, they put him on Westbrook when they played UCLA. And he shut him down.
You get a star, Joe. You know, like Ohio State when they Florida State, they helmet and they put the little star on it. You get one star on your helmet for that. That was
he got a kill.
Ohio State is a Buckeye. It's a Buckeye. It ain't a star. It's a Buckeye.
Well, we're gonna give you a star. We're gonna do star.
I was born a star, so giving me a star don't mean it don't really move the boat for me. I was born a star, you know.
And just for the extra incentive, LSU will play South Carolina for women's Final Four. National championship rematch, and LSU will win again.
What you doing with the Great White Hope?
Man, she can't. Hey, what Angel Reese did? Do all that now. All that now. You see Caitlin Clark starting to get more vocal, trying to yell at the refs, trying to ask for calls. Hey, LSU has the most complete team for National Women's Basketball. They will repeat, and they will beat South Carolina. They might beat them by 15.
Oh Lord!
It's gonna be some money made. I said it's gonna be some money made that day. I want
take that bet because if it ends up South Carolina and LSU, I'm taking South Carolina all day.
South Carolina all day.
Like to give away money.
Yeah, my anniversary.
And I like taking yours. I like taking yours, Sims.
I don't bet you. I told you. You and Joe betting. Y'all the devil. I ain't playing. I ain't betting y'all no more.
Hey, that's the one thing he told me. I now believe it.
Hey,
I now believe it.
I'm like Michael Jordan. He made them 6 threes. I don't know what you're talking about.
we had a fantasy football bet one year. I coughed up $400. I said, since then, I probably beat Joe 30 straight times, but I still won't bet.
Hey, Joe so good. Joe so good. He even beat me on the game we ain't played. Joe hit me up one day like, "Hey man, no what? Oh yeah, I forgot that league."
Hey, speaking of all that NIL, I can tell you, going back to you, DSPN, the ladies taking advantage of that money and opportunity. I'm hoping. I don't know who does the marketing for the WNBA, but I hope when those 3 ladies start to cross over, Angel Reese and the rest of the ladies, I hope they take advantage of the marketing to kind of make the sport bigger. This is the time to cash in.
Because right now, women's college basketball is overtaking the WNBA. I can name more women's college players that are bigger stars than the stars that are in the WNBA.
Even coaches in women college basketball.
Right, like Angela Reese she already
they
said.
They are in no rush to go to the WNBA because they making more money in college than versus in the WNBA.
Yeah. But think about you got Reese, you got Juju Watkins, you got Caitlin Clark,
you got Paige Beckers, Fly J. It's some ballers.
Yeah,
like
it's the time to cash in for the WNBA. Hint, hint. Get your marketing.
LeBron James' son made off the NIL.
And you know what's crazy
is he gonna play in the tournament? I've been looking for a name on the roster.
Hey,
he gonna play. Highest paid. He the highest paid, ain't it?
Hey,
his dad can't pull no strings to get him in.
They just sold the LeBron James, Bronny James basketball card for $188,000.
Man, it's good to be.
Hey, man. Good to be the king. Good to be the king.
Let me just say this.
Hey, that boy going first round though.
You crazy?
No, I'm not crazy. I'm a Lakers fan.
Overseas?
No, when I saw the owner
in 4 years.
When I saw the owner hugged up on LeBron like that, I said it's over with. He gonna get 2 years, 160. He gonna get 2 years, 160. That's why.
He slipped something into her drink and she got she couldn't control herself.
As long as Bronny stay 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, maybe.
Hey, why would he make money in college?
That man from NIL deals getting 6.7 and his average points is 4.8. That's all you need to know.
He did more than the dude from the Bills.
I tried to tell him last year, look at Bronny James. Look what he did in the All-Star game. I said the man was wide open. JJ Redick could have did that.
Yeah,
man. Let's get off Bronny James, man. Get back.
Well, at least he averaging more points than
man. Right now Joe is practicing being a mime. Oh, he was frozen.
Not on our screen, but look, you. So you gonna be generational James haters?
Yeah.
Man, we once LeBron James retire, we ain't gotta worry about another LeBron James Jr. for a minute.
Hey man,
gonna hate him even in China.
We'll be waiting on Bryce.
Sim's gonna be like, "Yak fuck."
Now Bryce is the truth. I give Bryce.
We'll be waiting on Bryce to touch the NBA.
Let me tell you how is the name. We still talk about Marcus Jordan, who he married. If his last name wasn't Jordan, we wouldn't care.
No, not at all.
We're gonna stay off the real GOAT. My bad. Hey, Mike, my bad.
All right. Speaking of GOAT, and was he the GOAT in baseball? Was Mike the GOAT in baseball? I bet
he made the All-Star team.
What
All-Star team?
For the Birmingham Barons. He was on the All-Star team.
He might have bought the All-Star team.
No, he was on there. He made the All-Star roster.
I ain't know they had.
So, yeah, they do have All-Star game.
I know you bought a bus for him.
Yo, so we talking about baseball. The baseball season has started, even though we won't be playing fantasy baseball this year. Taking a break. We getting this pod start. Is what? What'd you say?
That sucks, man.
Who said that? Trigger Man? Oh, we were talking about somebody like to give away money. Yeah. So yeah, I got hoes last in the championship like I usually do, but it's okay. So baseball season is starting. Are we just gonna give the trophy to the Dodgers and just call it a wrap?
We almost did. Shoot, Ohtani might get the needle. Ohtani might get the needle. Yeah, you talking like you don't understand what's going on. You understand how to give away $3 million. You understand how to be in debt.
Yeah. That story. Wait, go on. DSPN tap us in on that story with Ohtani.
So allegedly, Ohtani has an interpreter that has received some money that was not reported by the IRS, not reported as a gift, that says it was like almost stolen out of Ohtani's account to pay off some things.
So was it stolen?
Allegedly.
Cap.
We have to use that word allegedly.
So and first it was reported that his interpreter stole this and stole that, like, and then just all these different troops coming out. So
because who really don't understand is the interpreter, because his story done changed by 3-4 times. He the one that probably should have been figuring out how to interpret correctly what he need to say.
I mean, you have to fall on the sword, like, you know. If I'm the rapper,
he gotta
go ahead, Cliff.
Yeah, he got to take the fall for that. He got to take the fall for
it. Yeah, he done already failed. But with them falling, hey, what's the song say? We all fall down. They all falling down.
Yeah. Well, whether or not the Dodgers have Ohtani, they still will be in the mix to win it all. And then they got the money to go at the trade deadline to go get some out another piece if they need to. So with or without Ohtani, I think they're still the clear-cut favorite to win it all.
If Ohtani don't play, I don't see them being a favorite. Because number one, we got to remember Ohtani is coming off surgery, right? So will he still be hitting and pitching?
No, he ain't gonna pitch his first year. He's not gonna pitch his first year.
I think he got a year and a half where he's not pitching.
All right, so he's just gonna be hit.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that takes one person off the mound.
You know, we picked up that free agent pitcher.
I'm
a Dodger fan, baby.
Yeah, I forgot
Dodger
that.
Blue. Want to test my knowledge on the Dodgers Nation or something?
Well, you thought that was gonna get over what y'all were doing? You thought Ohtani was gonna get over with that?
Man, money talks, man. We already know what it is.
I don't know. I like the Astros. They got the experience.
We don't got them couch you, my boy.
I mean, if we're going by opening day favorites, Dodgers are number one. The Braves are number two.
There you go.
Houston is number 3, and then I think it's the Yankees at number 4.
I like
not enough pitching.
Yeah, I don't know something about the Dodgers in this league of grown men. When we talk about the best players, sometimes they don't always merge well, and money is an issue. And then you got to look at this: when you got a team full of stars, who's making that sacrifice? Where's that young player that's hungry to do whatever? Like, for every Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen, you got to have a Kendrick Perkins to do the dirty work.
But baseball is a little bit different. It's a little different because typically when you're young, you done made your money. So therefore, now when you teaming up in baseball, I still get $100 million, but I'm batting 7th. That takes some miles off me. That means I can play a little longer.
Yeah, but when you batting 7th or 3rd or 5th, and you playing for the Astros, but you batting first because you're going back to those minor leagues on them little Greyhound buses and staying in them cheap motels, that's a big difference. Right? They go and play in Prattville. Yeah, you don't want who coming to watch you. So it makes a big difference. But I think they sometimes I have yet to see the highest payroll just dominate. So it's gonna remain to be seen. Maybe they could break the trend. But I will say this: for the money they spent, I haven't seen most of them in the playoffs in the extra season because Ohtani hadn't lasted, and some of the other ones. So show me what you do in the postseason.
Thanks. We'll blame that on the Angels for now, but if they can't show up with the Dodgers, yo, so we're getting to know each other on this show. Who is your favorite baseball player of all time?
Ken Griffey Jr., baby.
Mine too.
Mine too.
First ballot Hall of Fame. No scandal. Shoot.
Yeah,
13-time All-Star.
Well, that's mine too. That's mine. That's mine too. So it's four of us up here that said that that's their favorite. We know Sims got to go another route.
Well, I was going another route when you asked the question, and when it was posed to us, I didn't think about Ken Griffey, but mine is Barry Bonds.
Woo!
Because guess what?
I think he's the best player of all time.
Barry Bonds remind me of myself, and what a lot of people, I think our people should do once you get money. What he did was, how many of us could be under a scandal and get a brother from another color to take up for us and go to jail every single time and still not get caught? That's the greatest of all time right there.
Barry Bonds ain't get caught.
No, he didn't. He's never been proven. He's been tested and retested.
He's never been proven.
Hey. Hey, he had more tests than Bebe's kids dad.
White guy didn't rat.
Man, they don't need honor his record.
That's because they mad because he didn't get caught.
Until they
said you positive, you're negative.
That's the hardest thing to do in sports is to hit a baseball. And
and Griffey did it better.
If you make three, better than Barry Bonds. Barry the greatest ever. We just said who our favorite player, but the best player is Barry Bonds, man. That's just my opinion. I could go into the further detail, but it'll take a while.
Man, Barry Bonds just didn't laugh with them the way that LeBron James laughing with them because they doing the same thing, allegedly.
Allegedly?
I'm gonna tell this story.
I seen LeBron jump from the free throw line the other day. There's no alleged.
The coach for the Arizona Diamondbacks, I think it was Showalter. The bases was loaded. Barry Bonds came to bat and he intentionally walked Barry
instead of giving him a grand slam, he took a one base run.
His career, he never really had a great lineup around him to give him protection in the lineup. And he had the most walks, most intentional walks. But whenever he see a pitch to hit,
it was gone.
Man, this is incredible. Just go back and just.
I remember watching that history. Like that's history that I remember growing up. Barry Bonds breaking the record. One thing that I never take that from is from my memories. They can say whatever they want about it, but I at least witnessed that last ball going out the park.
All right, check this out. In any other sport, is y'all favorite player? Y'all, we don't have time for that today.
He had like a 500 stolen bases.
Yeah. I'm saying, in any other sport, we don't want to know right now. We'll get to that sometime this summer. In the other sport, y'all favorite player, do they not have a championship? Because everybody named Ken Griffey Jr. without a ring.
All my other favorite players got a ring.
Mine too.
Facts. So just baseball, do we look at that different?
I mean, baseball is like times was different. Some players stay with their team. That's the program. That's their ticket. So they pay. The reason that baseball never had a salary cap is once you get a Ken Griffey Jr., a Shohei Ohtani, a Mike Trout, you normally can lock them down and pay them. The sky's the limit. It's not unheard of to get $500 million for baseball.
But you know what? With the championship thing, and at least we could speak for 4 of the 5 people on the panel. I would probably guess and say some of our favorite players play for our favorite teams. All right, because mine was Drew Brees because he played for the Saints. He bought us a championship. I'm sure somebody on the steel curtain is somebody with Joe. The Cowboys is a list. Baltimore, the well, 4 out of 5 ain't bad. All right,
Deion, my favorite football player. Even though me and him had a problem as a coach. But,
but I think what it is that one player can actually change the outcome in basketball. So we kind of latch on to that. In football, we know the quarterback for the most part. With baseball, and I don't think that we watch it as heavily as we do those other sports, and usually wait till they get to October and we look at the stats and the home runs. So I don't think the sport is as popular for us to watch it constantly.
Pitching is the most important thing.
The perfect example is Aaron Judge.
Yeah,
he's clearly the best player on the Yankees, but if every time he go up to bat and they don't pitch to him, he got to rely on everybody else.
Yeah.
Well,
that was a good one.
Yeah. With that being said, who do y'all think is the most overrated player in any sports? Current or retired?
Brett Favre. Brett Favre.
Now y'all said current or retired. Ain't that so?
Brett Favre.
I don't remember that being posed in the chat room.
Because what's the difference between Brett Favre and Jameis Winston?
I've been asked that question.
Brett Favre has 3 MVPs. 3 in a row. He got 3 MVPs though.
Okay, what about almost 500 interceptions? What is one Super Bowl out of playing 21 years?
Wait a minute. This man compared Jameis Winston to Brett Favre.
What's the difference?
ESPN.
Y'all will see that clip. Y'all see that circulating.
I'm just saying.
The Falcons had him and gave him up for Skittles and bubblegum.
I'm just saying, Brett Favre, if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers don't trade Jameis Winston, what would be the difference in outcome? We always speak about hypotheticals and all that stuff. So the question is, what's the difference between Jameis Winston and the way that Brett Favre's career started off? Their careers are similar the way that they started off.
That man, a backup quarterback.
But see, Jameis Winston got a bad rap because the year we always remember the 30 interceptions, but we don't remember him leading the NFL in touchdown passes and yards.
Exactly.
So but we took that one thing that he did for one season and we made that his whole career when that's what Brett Favre did.
Man, Brett Favre has threw over 20 interceptions on what, about 10 different seasons.
Brett Favre ain't never wrote no pine like Jameis.
Because they just didn't bitch him.
Yeah,
put Brett Favre on that picture next time. That picture behind you, unpredictable. Hey, that's what I think a lot of this come from.
Man,
being American.
In Atlanta.
Hey, let's look at it from this standpoint. Yeah. Jameis Winston got benched for the greatest quarterback ever. So,
in your opinion,
okay. You know what? Let's go down it.
I don't like him.
Let's go down it. I'm not going to count the Atlanta year for Brett Favre because he didn't start. He didn't play. But Brett Favre, 18 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Jameis Winston, 22 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Who win? Jameis. Next year.
The league was different back then.
I don't want to hear about no league is different. All we can go off is the stats.
You can't compare stats to
well, how we gonna compare Jameis to Brett Favre then? They both show interceptions.
Brett Favre, name another quarterback that done won 3 MVPs.
My boy Lamar on the way.
He ain't there though.
Why should he keep on winning? Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers almost the same player. Regular season.
No.
Regular season.
Yeah.
Regular season.
It's hard to say how hard.
Can we get to the Super Bowl?
Man, you can say me and you. We can. That no, you got to have things that that show, bro.
I ain't finna keep. Why should I keep on playing a quarterback and I don't get to the Super Bowl? Y'all want to talk about Lamar Jackson? Y'all want to talk about Justin Fields? Y'all want to talk about who else? Donovan McNabb. Donovan
McNabb.
We talk about all these black quarterbacks that don't make it to the Super Bowl. Brett Favre got one.
But you have to have
he went back to back.
You have to have things to show your greatness, man. You have to have trophies and rings. Oh, I told my MacBook up. That's a big ring, right? I told my MacBook up. You have to have these things to show this, and James don't got it, man.
Brett Favre, okay, 3 MVPs. Okay, 3 MVPs and one championship.
Who else can say that?
3 MVPs, one championship.
Peyton Manning.
Okay. Who would you rather? Who's the better quarterback, Peyton Manning or Brett Favre?
Ain't nothing to talk about.
Okay, so why are you comparing Peyton Manning to Brett Favre?
MVP in the Super Bowl.
Well, you just said clearly Peyton Manning is the better quarterback.
Ain't no doubt about it. He changed the way the quarterback position has been played.
But he ain't got
pinky in the brain.
But he ain't got 3 MVPs. So why Brett ain't better?
I thought he had 4.
He might have 4.
He got 2 ships.
But the thing is, regular season, hands down, the boy just put on clinics.
Yeah, okay, a lot of people
against some of the greatest defense. He's phenomenal, man. Phenomenal.
Okay, Mike Vick was great during the regular season. Lamar Jackson great during the regular season, as y'all like to say.
All right, because you took us off track when you started bringing up Jameis Winston. What you got, Clutch? Most overrated?
Overrated player.
Most overrated player?
Anybody in college?
I'm gonna play a little game with y'all. See if y'all can guess who I'm talking about. Coming out of college. I'm 6'3", 255 pounds. I've won two BCS national championships. I was the MVP in 2008.
That was easy.
MVP of the NFL?
No,
Heisman. Okay, Heisman.
Mm-hmm. Heisman Trophy won in 2007. Who am I?
Tebow.
One of the GOATs. One of the GOATs.
Oh, Tebow.
Tebow is the
Auburn.
overrated player coming out of college I've ever seen.
Coming out of college?
Coming out of college?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, he got drafted by the Broncos in 2010.
I mean, coming out of college, they said he can't play quarterback. He don't have the accolades to play quarterback. He don't got the arm to play quarterback. The only thing he got is heart.
That man should have been playing tight
end.
His
career in Florida, though.
No.
Florida.
He did have a superstar team. That man was surrounded by superstars and killers.
He was better in baseball than Jordan.
You know,
no, he wasn't.
Tebow was surrounded by superstars and killers. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Denver Broncos 2010, 2011. Okay. 2012 Jets.
Beat the Steelers.
2012
he did.
Jets.
He did.
Jets didn't make the team. 2013 the Pats didn't make the team. 2015 Eagles didn't make the team. 2021 the Jags didn't make
overrated
the team.
coming out of college. Overrated coming out of college.
You said the same thing last week with Bama players,
but he was so hyped to be the best NFL quarterback ever. He was hyped.
No, they didn't.
No, he stayed another year.
They were saying that he wasn't gonna make it as a quarterback in the NFL. That dumb coach from New England drafted him in the first round when he was a new coach over there at the Denver Broncos. I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
He got fired that year. John Elway came down out the press box to take care of that one.
If the Saints would have picked up Tebow and made him Taysom Hill, he would have been. We're just.
I mean, if you would have said Sam Bradford, I would have went with you.
That's why I don't like the Broncos now. He go sign Taysom Hill to that big contract and quit. He should have took him with him. That's what I say. Hot garbage. Tebow was hot garbage in college. Somebody he worked hard. So I hate that Tim Tebow effect. Somebody he worked hard. Like nobody else worked hard but him.
He beat out Cam Newton on that team.
Man, Cam Newton stole a laptop.
That's because he had a stolen TV.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Exactly.
But Cam Newton still the most electric player, was way more electric than Tim Tebow.
Joe, you know what my response to that, what you just said? There was a young man that started in front of Tom Brady in Michigan. We know what he did.
It's a lot of stories like that. Thurman Thomas started over Barry Sanders in college.
Well, at least they both
Thurman Thomas got Terminator was tough too.
Hey, Terminator was tough,
man. Nobody beat Sanders.
Hey, you wasn't about to get in front of Terminator unless y'all came in at the same time.
Well, Joe, who you got? Who the most overrated player?
The most overrated player in sport, Domantas Sabonis. He averaged 19.9 points a game, averaged 13 rebounds, 8 assists. Man, no great numbers, right? Yeah, great numbers. So great that he didn't even make the All-Star team. He recorded his 53rd consecutive double-double time Kevin Love for the longest streak since 1977. I want to really get on him. Last year in the playoffs against Warriors, Kevin Looney, whatever how you pronounce his name, outplayed this dude. Weighed the series because of his inability to shoot from the perimeter, to put the ball on the floor in open space, and he can't defend the rim. I'm trying to make numbers lie sometimes. The dude is overrated. He is not a winning player. He'll gather. Stat Monster Fantasy. He's phenomenal for you. You're talking about winning.
I didn't know he was rated to be overrated. So I don't. How do anybody having an argument with that?
I'm consecutive double doubles.
Hold on. I'm gonna take in all that. I know one thing. When he see AD, he know how to become an all-star.
He 10-0 against AD.
When he see AD, he know how to stop the rim. When he see AD, he know how to win.
Well, he need to paint AD on the faces of the other teams he play against, and maybe he'll bring home a championship. Because the team they had last year was one of the highest scoring team in the history of the game last year.
They were
but
young.
He got in the playoff, and Kevin Looney had that nigga, had him on lock.
Yeah, but you just said something about it. I don't know if it was you or not, but you just said something about having a young team and young players. It take experience. They were young.
What are you gonna do? So now Golden State then gave everybody the blueprints on how you handle this dude in the playoffs. And watch, he gonna be boo-booing all over the court, messing. He gonna have to have his diaper everywhere he go.
I mean, also to put on to that, I mean, All-Star for the NBA is recorded by fan votes. It's not like the best player, best stats, and all of that stuff. Because Yao Ming still getting votes today.
But he lead the league in triple doubles, double doubles, and he don't even make the All-Star. Why not?
Man, Sacramento is a young team. They're not on the airwaves like that. He's not getting the exposure. It's NBA All-Star vote. NBA All-Stars are about votes.
Yeah, hey,
okay.
Joe,
should LeBron have been a starter this year in the All-Star game?
You know, it's some bias in that.
No.
Yeah,
don't backtrack now.
Yes,
should LeBron have been an All-Star starter?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes. It ain't up to him, it's up to the fans.
He on PEDs, so you know.
Allegedly.
Oh, allegedly.
Make sure you say allegedly.
I forgot to say that word. Allegedly. How you say it? Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, Kevin Garnett didn't say allegedly.
Hey, he knows something that we don't know. I can pull up all the reports on how what's LeBron's wife's name? How she got 2 court cases. Rich Paul got 1 court case on picking up illegal substances, trying to supply, and illegal substances to a player, allegedly.
Yeah, KG got money to fight in lawyer battles. What you
But see, those stats that Joe just gave with the bonus, and yeah, I'm getting back on it. Them same kind of stats Tebow had. Now go ahead.
Joe said the man can't win. Tebow won.
Hello,
man, come on.
Tebow beat one of the best teams.
Hold up. But
didn't he win back-to-back championship?
No,
yeah, he beat a team Alabama.
I don't think they did.
Yeah, 2007.
Who won in between?
Maybe no.
Because remember that first year was Chris Leak.
No, it was 2006, 2008.
Yeah.
I thought about Chris Leak. You're right.
Yeah, he beat Alabama.
Chris Leak in.
That was supposed to be Alabama first national championship under Saban. He beat one of the greatest teams of all time.
Bro, listen.
That's the overrated team.
All right, Sims, unpredictable. What do you have for your most overrated player?
My most overrated player, as I say his name, it's not even about him. It's them damn fans. And that's LeBron James. Overrated. And I don't even put this on LeBron James. With all due respect to LeBron James, I still got him 6 all time. But it's these fans. Good Lord. See, now we get into that Brett Favre, Jameis Winston conversation. Because the man is first both ways. How can you be first in everything? Good and bad. A great husband and a cheating husband. Right?
Allegedly.
Now, I ain't saying he doing it. I'm just saying some things just don't mix.
Yeah, that's why they got them people signing them NDAs, man.
See, it's almost like LeBron James' career is one of the greatest ever. But you talk to the fans.
Shout out to Martin Luther King. Go ahead.
I mean, the fans, they talk about Jordan shot so many shots a game. Do you know LeBron James has shot the most shots ever? The man said, I'm counting down 75 more missed shots. He's going to be the all-time leader in missed shots. The man is third in missed.
I cried about him passing the ball. My mama, he passed the ball. He's supposed to shoot.
No.
Passed the ball.
We said clutch moments. We got clutch on here. You supposed to come through in the clutch. Somebody here pass first. How you pass first with the most shots ever? That man got more shot attempts per game than Carmelo Anthony, than Dame Lillard, Westbrook, KD. These are ball hogs. James Harden. This man ain't got the most. Well, he is.
He's a
Pat. Turnovers ever either.
He's the Pat statter. He did just eclipse 5,000 turnovers. He got 5,100 and counting.
That man eclipsed 3,000 missed layups.
He ain't quit
3,000 missed 3-pointers. 3,000 missed free throws.
You said he ain't quit 6 times? How many times we done seen that man walk off the floor in the fourth quarter when the game ain't over?
We got low man.
How many times you seen a man walk out the league?
I seen him the other day.
How many times he walked out the league, man?
The league?
Yeah, man. We got.
He's talking about Jordan. He's talking about Jordan.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Hey, can I say the difference between quitting? Let's talk about the business world.
Was George suspended?
Allegedly.
Was he suspended?
Allegedly. He was suspended allegedly.
Allegedly, it was going to happen.
Clutch, I don't know if you fit into this category, but I think you do. But I know Joe do. Y'all were in the military, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a thing called honorable discharge, and there's dishonorable discharge. If you walk off in the middle and say, I quit, that's dishonorable. That's what LeBron did Cleveland. That's why he wrote the note. But when you turn your paperwork in and you do it the right way, they say, hey, you always welcome. So quitting means that you walk off, not because you want to do something different.
He went back to Cleveland. So evidently that was honorable.
No,
he stayed more than he should have.
And
the owner, you get credit for that.
The owner said he'd never play in Cleveland again.
You know what the owner said? You'll never be recognized the way you're supposed to until you come back and give me what you owe. And that was his words. I would have never played for him again.
He played for the city.
The city?
And he played for the people. He represented the people in his culture.
You know the people that was burning his jersey? Like Mississippi burning?
It'd be like that sometimes. Hey, with your good looks and boyish charm, I bet you had your car scratched up a couple times, the windows knocked out.
Well, that's
and
a
you
little
went
bit
back.
different.
Yeah, you went back. You went back there and then burnt some of your clothes, player, and you went
man.
back.
Hey, you stop bringing up old stuff.
You mentioned another guy. He was talking. He's on my most overrated list too. Damian Lillard.
I agree.
How these people not rated high for y'all to say they over?
Damian Lillard made top 100. He made top 100.
Now, I don't know how he made it before Vince Carter. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Vince Carter is overrated.
No, he was the real deal.
Vince Carter is overrated. Vince Carter, like so when you're playing your sport and you
Forgive
know
him, he knows not what he says.
No, follow me. We say players are
coming out of college. You didn't think much of Vince. You didn't think much of Vince coming out of college. You didn't think it would be
no, but
we
talk about what
we
he
don't
is.
care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
We talk about what he is.
I'm
now.
here to tell you right now. We don't care. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Now you can say. And tell him, Stephen A. You just young, son. That's all.
Man,
right.
Vince Carter hit his peak and plateaued. He never broke through the ceiling of what he could have been or what he wanted to be. They sent Trace. They kept Vince Carter over Tracy McGrady because they thought Vince was better.
He was
at that time.
Man.
Well,
at that time, but who was better? Who was the better player overall?
Vince.
Man, please.
I ain't gonna say
man, please.
Hey,
T-Mac was way better.
Ain't no way better.
Man, T-Mac was a killer.
I'm gonna say this about Vince. I don't think he's the most.
We ain't seeing Vince take over a game.
He ain't got no. Oh, yes, he has. Yes, he has. In playoffs games. What you talking about?
I would say this though.
Against AI.
I think Vince Carter might have been one of the biggest underachievers, but I wouldn't say
overrated.
I agree. Not overrated.
I think his skill level, he never matched his game. Never matched what he should have been. He's
been one of the all-time great, but he just ain't had that mentality, that mindset, that attitude. He was just happy to be in the service, glad to be in the service.
So if you underachieve, but we expect you to achieve more, what does that make you?
Underachieving. Well, I think overrated means somebody overrated means they putting you on a level that you shouldn't be. I don't think nobody really
for achieving
like LeBron James, first or second all time. You can't. They talking about that's what I don't understand. You're doing a comparison with MJ and LeBron at age 39. Did we forget about the other 15 years? I'm sure when Joe was 25 and I was 25, he didn't beat me in every race. But now at this age, I beat him. Am I faster than him? Like, that's the dumbest comparison I've ever seen in my life. Everything about LeBron comparisons is dumb.
Jordan.
Man, Jordan is the GOAT.
Jordan.
Falcon fan, who you got?
My most overrated player of all time. My honorary is Leonard Fournette. But
you talking about Gino?
Kyle Pitts?
No, Kawhi Leonard.
He won a ring, right? He won a ring, right?
That to me, that don't
with two different franchises, he was MVP of the finals.
He's won a ring everywhere he done went. He getting one this year.
He's overrated. He's all right. He's a good basketball player. He getting one this year.
He's getting one this year.
Son,
boy, bye.
Even though you made that,
the Clippers. Go ahead.
Even though you made that blasphemous comment about Leonard Fournette, I wonder the same thing about Kawhi. If you look at it, he was an all-star in 2016 for the first time. By 20, his career, that as we know, has been over. He's like he had a Blake Griffin career. It just came and went.
Blake Griffin never won a ring. Blake Griffin never won a ring. Blake Griffin underachieved.
Hold up. He didn't have Tim Duncan, Popovich, and the injured KD either.
Don't worry about
it. Well, take that back. He beat LeBron, so yeah, you're right.
What's different between Blake Griffin and Vince Carter?
A lot of difference.
Blake Griffin didn't last that long.
Vince Carter could control the game. Blake needs somebody else to handle the ball for and give him the ball. Vince created his own plays.
And Vince was a tad bit better shooter.
Blake didn't shoot.
With Vince Carter, he was stuck in the era where you were loyal to a team where you just didn't team hop. That's the difference. LeBron and all these players, you play for who you want to, whereas back then they were loyal, and because he never really had a true superstar. He never had a true second person. But Kawhi Leonard, this man got MVP with averaging 14 points in the final. That's hot garbage.
LeBron James locked them up in the finals.
He did, but
okay. And then with Kawhi Leonard, what college he went to?
San Diego State.
Oh.
Well, hold up. Like, when do you get an award?
He wasn't even on the radar of becoming a great player in the league.
Well, let me ask you this.
Probably in the teens. Wasn't nobody expecting. You didn't watch tape of him in college. They could tell.
Well, hold up. When did locking LeBron James become a good thing? I seen JJ Barea do that.
Like Kawhi. Matter of fact, they show a clip of LeBron James at the free throw line and he hear the buzz of somebody get ready to come in the game. He look over there and see Kawhi Leonard. He said, damn.
Well, how about this, Joe? And I'm going by when I watch basketball. I don't talk about the 60s and 70s because I didn't see it, but I respect the historians of the game. So even when they say who the greatest, maybe if I would have been around Kareem, I might say Kareem, but I saw old Kareem when Magic was carrying him. But when I look at that top 75 list, I look at all the accolades they have as far as their career. And Kawhi remind me, and even Dame Lillard, they remind me of Terrell Davis. You had a good 5-year spurt where we just remember, but it's nothing before and it's nothing afterwards.
Man,
my problem. Go ahead.
Oh, Kawhi went up against that hard-nosed Philadelphia team and Embiid, Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris,
lucky bounce,
JJ Redick. That man came out of there.
Ben who?
Ben Simmons.
You bring up JJ Redick is crazy.
Oh, wow.
At the time, man, we got we cannot be out of the moment. We got to go back to that moment when
JJ
Kawhi
Redick was a sniper too.
We got to go back to that moment.
It's a lucky bounce. It was a lucky bounce.
Man, okay.
We're gonna get on. We're gonna get on past it. It was a lucky bounce.
Okay, and in that picture you see 3 defenders too, right? In that picture you see 3 defenders.
But ESPN, can I say this before we go?
Go ahead.
Between 2016 and 2020, and that's when that happened, I give him that credit. But for you to be top 75 and you're over Vince Carter, I don't even know if Dominique made it, but Kawhi, Clay, Draymond, those players, I even say Blake Griffin, they had a 5-year window, and it was just like they had a Sean Kemp career, except that Sean Kemp just got big as hell. So to me,
so if Kawhi win a chip this year or win a chip before retiring with the Clippers, what then?
It depends on what role he played.
That man got 2 chips. Ain't no way he can be overrated.
How?
Because he done went through 2 different demographics, teams, all of that.
It took Drake to win.
He won't consider no generational talent like Bird and Magic and Jordan and Kobe.
Y'all didn't let me say one of the reasons I think he's overrated. I'm saying
let's hear it.
Because he does some of the same things.
Overrated. You said most overrated. That's the topic.
Man, you chose blah blah blah. Out of all the years you've been on Earth, you chose Sabonis' son. Come on, man.
I was about to go with Kyler Murray.
Man,
think you Ryan O'Neal or something?
but Kawhi, he does some of the same things LeBron does. He does some of the same thing LeBron get accused of. We don't talk about Kawhi's uncle pulling strings and Kawhi pulling people, trading people and getting people pulled to the Clippers and sitting out like they accused allegedly Pippen of. Kawhi does the same things. He forces trades. He's a snake. And people,
what superstar
he could have teamed up with LeBron and said, I don't want to play with that nigga. I mean, LeBron.
Steph Curry said he won't play with LeBron either.
That's why he overrated.
That settles it.
It's 2 people that's overrated. Bron and Bronny, both of them. I hope he watching.
All right, man. We finna get out of here. D, did you want to speak on the sports gambling, or we'll talk about that close to the Final Four?
we can speak on how it affects how sports gambling has been affecting sports, probably on the next pod. Yeah. But I will leave y'all with my best bets for the betting community that want to turn a few dollars into something. You might finna bet your last dollar. Listen, this is this disclaimer. I am giving you my opinion on what I feel is the best bets of this week. So, with that being said, if you choose to DM me because you bet your last $500, you should look in the mirror first. All right, so my best bet of the week is going to be the UConn versus Northwestern game over 136. The total score over 136. Also, for my prop bettors, I got Stephen Curry over points, rebounds, and assists of 33.5. And I got Rudy Gobert under rebounds, 13.5.
And that's tomorrow? That's tomorrow?
That's for today. That's for today.
Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna try to get this published to America before this happens. What you said, Rudy Gobert? What now?
Rudy Gobert under 13.5 rebounds.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate that. And that segment was brought to you by DJ Lumboy, right?
No, I can't pay for that.
Some fat backs.
We're gonna get a Wind Creek. We're gonna get some real money. We're gonna get some gambler to sponsor. We on the way, baby. Domino quote of the week. What you got, baby?
All right, quote of the week. Be yourself. An original is worth more than a copy.
Fact. Sims, Unpredictable. We heard that.
Yeah.
So the original is worth more than the copy. That means senior is worth more than junior down there. Appreciate you for the quarter of the week. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate
hey, can I say one thing for you before we wrap it up?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to send a shout out to my brother-in-law in Greenville, South Carolina, Big Buff. They ain't ready for payroll yet. Thanks.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. Like, subscribe, share the podcast.
Make America great.
Boy. Oh, yeah. Don't do it.
Shout out to Alabama tonight. Day, roll time. What's the coach for the? He was the coach for the Knicks and the Suns.
We them boys.
That Vantoni. That's how our coach is now. Vantoni.
Hey, shout out to Joe internet service because it went out real quick.
Man, the wind blowing, baby. Happy on the 23rd.
Hey, don't listen to DSPN. You'll be having a broken house and home.